This fever dream of a game is Ultimate Drummer, a rhythm-based 3D platformer that has to be one of the craziest games I've played this year, where you're on a quest to restore harmony to the world. This insane game is one I actually didn't find myself. Mike did, and he sent it to me in order to subject me to whatever the hell this is. The game first starts off with you creating your character with a plethora of different options, where you can change the body, face, and details of your drummer, even giving you an option between having a prince or a princess as your character. Then you set off into this odd world with your drum kit. Right off the bat, the controls of Ultimate Drummer are a bit odd. For a platformer, the controls are pretty well done and feel snappy, which is good because the level design for this game is crazy. Having you jump across steel beams with precision, or hopping across gaps by swinging on vines that are floating in midair, or moving around as they're attached to birds. But don't worry if you fall. You just come back in nearby where you last were. The game is somewhat forgiving in that manner. What is unique about this game, though, is its fully customizable step sequencer attached to your drums, allowing you to create your own beats however you want, which will be the soundtrack you're listening to. So you can create your own abominations that play like this while you're hopping through the stage. Or you can just go with one of the presets, which sound a bit more rhythmic. I'm sure there's someone out there that's playing this game that actually knows how to make something sound good. I was not one of those people though, so once I found the presets, I mostly stuck to those. Unless there was one of the puzzles that require you to use different beats to perform actions, which was an aspect of the game I really liked, where these diamond-like platforms will control things in the environment, requiring you to use certain beats to get them to move in the way that you want them to. Like these platforms you need to bring towards you in order to jump on them and move across the stage. It's goofy, it's fun, I like it. And that's really what I liked about this game, just how fun the concept is and how fun it becomes. Where you'll run into all kinds of madness with different enemies you'll fight. To the point every corner I turned, I found myself just going,
"What the hell is even that?"
With everything from these gremlin guys that will run up to you, to these manticores with shotguns. Oh, and then if you're ready for a real challenge, there are even bosses like this castle. Yeah, that's right, you fight a castle. Well, a mech that appears to be made of a castle? Listen, don't try and make me explain this any further. I honestly do not know. But if that's not crazy enough for you, don't worry. You can also fight a giant floating portal with a goat head while riding on the back of a centaur that turned into a dragon. Yeah, you heard that right. This game is absolutely a fever dream, and I love it for that. It's just so odd, and there's so much you can customize too, adding to the hilarity. With you being able to find different outfits that you can put on your drummer, or ones you can buy from shops, like this one run by Darius. He's just a cool little goblin dude who's selling some wares and sitting on his chair, who also sells some pre-made beats to play on the drums, which the gems needed to go to the shops are pretty plentiful. You'll pretty much find them all over, so as long as you're collecting them when you see them, you'll have plenty. But that is if you can figure out where to go to get them, which is the biggest fault this game has in my eyes. There's no kind of markers or indicators on where to go and what to do. The only real list I had to know there was something more to do in this game was the achievement list. Beyond that, I ran around the map trying to figure out where to go next, and I could not figure it out. The game has an open world concept where you kind of just do things in whatever order you want, but that's only if you can find it, and I wasn't able to find any kind of map or markers to tell me where stuff was. So once I finished the obvious routes that I could find, I got lost. Which might be for the best, because after playing this game for some time, I started to get a headache from it. The ability to make your own beats is nice, and it has some good mechanics inside the game, but listening to the same beat over and over and over as you go through the map gets old fast. Even when you change it up, it gets pretty hard to listen to after a while. The same going for the pre-made beats. But I do like how in the concert mode you can choose some pre-made tracks, like good old Yankee Doodle. Oh yeah, that's the Yankee Doodle I remember. Overall, I would say Ultimate Drummer is worth the price if you enjoy that what the hell is going on kind of experience in games. Which, I'm a fan of myself, and I found this game fun as a result. But I will say, once the weirdness factor wears off, there's not really much else going for this game, sadly. It's kind of a standard platformer that really only had that draw going for it. But if that draw is what you're looking for, you're gonna be in for a good time. And if you want a platform where you can make your own beats to run around the map to, well, this might be the perfect game for you too. But that's my thoughts on Ultimate Drummer. If you played Ultimate Drummer, let me know in the comments what you thought of the game. And if you stuck around this long, check out some of our other videos on Bickering Nerds. And consider hitting that subscribe button as it helps us out here a lot. Until next time, this is Brad with the Bickering Nerds.